Hello, this is a quick tutorial on Unit 30, Phrases, from Book 2 of Go Grammar. Let's have a look, see what we need to go through. There's a lot of explanation to start this one, because there's a few things that you need to remember and a few new concepts that it's trying to teach you. You should know this already from other units of work, but a phrase is a unit of language that did not contain a finite verb. A phrase often starts with a preposition such as above, at, despite, of, under, since, and between. And some examples we have here include: despite repeated warnings, the athlete took a banned substance. Since the drought, my father has used a bucket in the shower. And you can see how there are essentially some additional information at the beginning of the sentence here. A phrase, however, can also start with a participle. And an example of this is the second quotations here. Watching carefully, she walked along the dark corridor. So again, you've got the information at the beginning of the sentence qualifying the remainder of the sentence here. Phrases can be noun phrases, adjectival phrases, or adverbial phrases, and the examples below describe the difference between all of these. Let's have a look. A noun phrase does the work of a noun. That's hence its name. Therefore, it may be the subject or the object of a verb, or the object of a preposition. Here's some examples. Riding horses is healthy recreation. So riding horses would be the noun phrase, and it's the subject of the verb is. So is our verb, and this is our noun phrase. In the next one, she has forgotten to lock the door. To lock the door is our noun phrase, and it is the object of the verb has forgotten. So you can see that it could be either before or after the verb. Let's have a look at the next slide. Adjectival phrases does the work of an adjective. It qualifies a noun or a pronoun, so it's going to provide lots more description. Some examples here include Abdul is someone with integrity. So with integrity is our adjectival phrase here. That's why it's in italics, and it's qualifying the pronoun of someone. Okay, so someone would be our pronoun. I dislike the towels in his bathroom. In his bathroom is the adjectival phrase qualifying the noun towels. The last one here, the man wearing black is my bodyguard. So wearing black has been italicized here, and we can see that the wearing black is an adjectival phrase. It's description qualifying the noun the man. An adverbial phrase, however, does the same work as an adverb. It usually modifies a verb, and like an adverb, it can indicate time, place, manner, and reason. And you've got each of those listed here to give you an example of each. We appreciated the sunshine after the cold snap. So here it's an example, an adverbial phrase of time. The car stalled up the hill. It's telling you where it occurred. It's an adverbial phrase of place. The young lady danced about in a whirl. So in a whirl here is telling you the manner in which it occurred. The workmen were exhausted by the high temperatures. Here we've got an adverbial phrase describing the reason. So you can see you've got 5 things here that you need to remember. You need to look at the 3 different types of phrases we've discussed: the noun phrase, the adjectival phrase, the adverbial phrase, as well as knowing the difference between a phrase that starts with a preposition and a phrase that starts with a participle. Let's get into the activities. For this first one here, You just have to work out, after reading the sentence and identifying which part is italicized, you have to work out which bit is either a participle phrase or a prepositional phrase, and then you write that in the space provided. So for our first one, Madeline is a young girl with determined views. You can see that with determined views is identified, and that is a prepositional phrase. For the second one, the cricketers were not playing during the torrential rain, is again another prepositional one. So you need to go through the remainder of those and see if you can identify them correctly. The next activity, activity number 2, requires you to underline the adjectival phrase in each of the following sentences. So let's look at the first one. Patrick has a toy train made of wood. Now, if we're looking at something that's an adjectival phrase, it has to provide more description. And here we've got made of wood. That would be the adjectival phrase in this instance. For question 3, we want to look at the adverbial phrases. So we're looking at something that's describing the noun. The cricketers were not playing during the torrential rain. Well, we should know that during the torrential rain is describing the playing. Therefore, that is the adverbial phrase. If we continue on with question number 4, it's the same sort of concept really. What we're looking for here is to underline the noun phrase in each of the following sentences. So, if we read question 4a, pushing his little wooden train is Patrick's favourite game. The pushing his little wooden train is the noun phrase, because that's the noun element there. Let's have a look at the next set of activities, because they do get a little bit more tricky. For this first one here, or for take it further question 1, write whether the italicized phrases below are noun phrases, adjectival phrases, or adverbial phrases in the space provided. As you can see, they've identified some of the key information here for you. And for the first one that reads, John sat at the kitchen table eating an ice cream. The information that is italicized is adjectival phrase. For the first one, eating an ice cream is a joy on a hot day. It's describing the ice cream, so therefore it's a noun phrase. See how you go with the others. Question 2 in Take It Further. You have to do a little bit more work here. It essentially asks you to see if you can find which one of the phrases up here fits into your sentence, and then on the line below you need to write whether it is a prepositional or participle phrase. For the first one, I'll give you the answer. It's slumped in his favourite armchair. He was reading his new graphic novel. And that, of course, is a participle phrase. The others you can do on your own. Good luck with the activities. I hope you do well. If you have any troubles, make sure you ask your teacher for some help. This is an ETV production brought to you by Prindiville Catholic College.